So what do leadership and influence have to do with ECE? Well, as you can see, leadership and ECE, leadership and influence go right together. So the most effective leaders possess influential traits that bring on positive change, create value, and encourage to grow, staff to grow, and for individuals to grow, and create a safe space for children, families, colleagues, staff, and overall community. So when I say community, that could be communities within the centers or community overall in terms of where you live demographic.
You're looking for some personalized training for your team with me on the side helping you out. I'm also your girl for that. Curriculum and just anything that's needed. He's improving and we just need to get on the wavelength of it. But going on to the next question, which actually Ryan did touch on, and maybe I might get both of you. We'll start with Ryan. We'll get Bernadette to tap in as well, is getting the teachers on board and keeping them on board and helping them develop that thought process of balance. How do we get them to that point? We'll start with Ryan.
Really good question.
There were so many children just waiting for a story of a child like Zoe to be able to share with everyone else. So it's been absolutely incredible. And the childcare community is a community already pretty connected to allergies because we have certain, rules we have to comply with when we take in children at our centers. But to now have a book where they can put on their shelf where a child has allergies can come in, see that book on the shelf and feel represented is it's amazing.
Even like how you say, if you're in daycare, there's going to be a poster with your face on it and so on. And we have those in our homes, right? For the people, the children with allergies in the homes. And so a great thing there that they can recognize in themselves and maybe be special in the homes for a little while.
Absolutely. There's been so many chances and stories I've heard as well where, eventually as children become advocates, they're also reminding people around them about, other children's allergies. So they'll say no, little Johnny can't eat that because he has an allergy. So just seeing that process come from the book has been absolutely amazing. Things that I know educators want and need to hear, especially you acknowledging that the classroom is busy. We know there's so many things to do, so many expectations, and that's just the work expectations. Then you have parent expectations on top of that. So I get the understanding and I get the idea of just getting it done and moving on to the next thing. But you really labeled some really important pieces, a lot of them, but a lot of the most important one you labeled was just the success that happens when you let children just create and just open up and just trial and error and problem solve. There's so much learning that happens in that one art experience. And that's what I really wanted to take home for that. Anyways, you nailed it. When it comes to art, is just seeing more into an art experience. There's so much more than just paint and a paper. It's confidence, self-confidence, it's problem solving, it's mathematics, like you said, all of those good things. But yeah, you're good. Don't worry. You definitely hit the nail on a couple of them. I know there's people watching. They're like, because absolutely everything you've labeled, unfortunately, in my career, I've experienced all of that. Especially, I know we're going to talk about leadership in a little bit and burnout in leadership, but in my roles, I know that I felt that. Exactly what you've mentioned, where you would keep on a straight face and you're good to go, but you head to that car and you just lose it. I've been in that position so many times. So I'm so grateful that you've mentioned those things. So let's talk about professionals, meaning like educators. What are two most important tips that you have for professionals that are maybe currently experiencing burnout?
I would say you need to talk to somebody about it. Talk to a colleague.